Hey friends, it's Nancy and I'm here to share a flip through of this latest project. I've got it, well, let me give you some measurements first. It's tall. "13 by about 5.5. Okay, so I've got it tied closed with a length of sari, and I have a brooch here. Just put the sari silk through that closure, and she's got a little cameo there, and little pink jewels. Oh, there's a little diamante there. I created this from a ledger. Let me show it to you. Hopefully I'm not squishing anything. So I have fussy cut these flowers. This is called Pokeweed, in order to sort of support the bottom and top of the spine. I added a piece of doily, but otherwise this is untouched. I did seal the paper. It's just so interesting. Whoop, there, I lost a tag. That's okay, we'll stick it back in. Okay, lots of vintage lace in here. Lots of pretties. Well, let's get started. So I open it up, and on the inside I have fabric and lace covering both the front and the back. And then I've added these pieces of doily here for pockets. I made these in a video not too long ago. And these are tags that have been made from vintage envelopes, and I just thought they matched nicely. The colors blend. This one's from 1922. So here on the first page, I think I've pinned things. Yes, I did. I pinned the bulb pin through two layers of lace. So let's fix that problem. On this bulb pen, I have a glass button. Looks almost like a marble, but little image here of irises, botanical image. Down here, I'm just checking to make sure everything's in. I made this pocket out of a collage of lace, and inside I've just tucked this little postcard. I'm wondering if 1919 is correct. And, oh, 1934. Wednesday, the 25th of July, 1934. Dear Therese. I won't even bother trying. Some images from a book of wildflowers. Some tea-dyed paper. This is some antique lace stitched onto some tea-dyed music paper. This is a page from a very old ladies' home journal, and actually folds out so you can see all of the examples of girdles and fancy bags. And on the other side, there's little girls' hats. Going to tuck a piece of paper up under that paper clip, and on the other side, this is hidden journaling, so you can unfold this long strip, and then it gets covered back up inside this little envelope. I'll try to link a video about how to make those. Oh, a little bit of antique ledger. I think this is from 1857, I believe. And I've just stitched it onto this piece of tea-dyed paper. Now that looks like 1872, a little off. Here's an image of some blackberries. This is a piece of ledger from the original book itself. Evening primrose. Here's some hand crocheted lace stitched onto the edge of this tea-dyed paper. Tea-dyed music. And there is another piece of the original ledger. Little fussy cut lady there. I tried to choose images that had purples in order to match the cover. When you first see this, it doesn't read purple, but then as you layer purple on it, it becomes more purple, if that makes any sense. Tea-dyed paper, a little fussy cut lady from an old turn of the century ladies' home journal. St. John's wort and Italian woodbine. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. That's not it. This is a little tuck spot. I'm going to put her up in there. This is another little tuck spot from antique lace. Image from a book. Bouncing Bet. But this is one of my favorites. Chicory. I have some more on this card, but I gotta figure out where I put it. Antique lace. Lots of room for creating and journaling and making lists. Okay, there is, I think this is part of a collar, and I've stitched that in place, so I've added that little tag and that little Frankenstein piece of note paper. And up here is an envelope that holds a couple of tags made from old checks. Another tea-dyed, or sorry, Ladies' Home Journal image. Yarrow. This is altered paper clip. I'm just going to tuck that piece of writing paper in there. Little card here. This is a couple of things. So it adds extra journal space. This is a very old book page, rag paper. And then this is some tea-dyed writing paper. And then I just layered them all together. This came from a vintage greeting card. So it's hand painted. And it just slides right there for some extra journaling space. It says journal. This is the future Edward VII and Queen Alexandra with some hand crocheted lace there. A little dried flower pocket. It's mainly, it's not for anything but decoration. You can't put anything else in there, but I've covered it with this piece of acetate. This is from a very old book page. And I've got a rusty clip that I've got holding that there. Bed straw and jewel weed. Another little fussy cut lady. And there's another envelope here that has a couple of little tags. And it's also a tuck spot. So I have this little lady and her pug. And then 1941, Littleton, Colorado. And I just think it really goes with this fabric. This fabric is actually meant for soft furnishings in dollhouses. It's very tiny print. There's little castles and swans and little people. But you know, got some blue, got some rose. Very pretty. I do have a video about how to make these journal cards as well. I'll try to link that below. So if you are seeing this video, this journal is for sale in my Etsy shop. Go over and have a look. The link is below. And thanks so much. I hope that you will like and subscribe and share this video. Maybe save it to your favorites so that you can refer back to it in the future if you saw some element in here that was inspiring to you. And yeah, thanks so much for joining me. We will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.